Hey guys! Today's video is a plan with me for my 2018 bullet journal setup. And if you're watching this on the day it's uploaded, Happy New Year! So on this first page, I'm doing a little title of 2018. I'm not sure whether I'll be using this for all of 2018 because if you watched my previous bullet journal flip through video, I go through pages pretty quickly and this might not last me all 12 months. But hopefully it will, so I don't have to redo all of this. So next, I'm moving on to my first double page spread, and this spread is dedicated to a 2017 reflection on the left side, and what I'm looking forward to in 2018 on the right. By the way, if you're wondering what supplies I'm using, everything will be linked in the description as always. If you're a longtime fan of my bullet journal or just my videos in general, you might be noticing that I'm using a new pen, not the Uniball Signo that I normally use. This is the Sakura Pigma Micron, and I just got this one. I got it for myself as a Christmas gift, and I plan to start using this more in my bullet journal because it's an art pen, so it dries faster and it doesn't smudge or anything when it's used with markers, watercolors, or any other supplies I might want to use with it for drawing. I will keep you updated on what I think of this pen. And of course, as I've said probably way too many times, it really doesn't matter which supplies you use. I just like to talk about supplies because stationery and pens are one of my interests, but it doesn't really matter. You can bullet journal with anything. A lot of people have asked me about supplies from more affordable places like the dollar store or Target or Office Max, so let me know which stores I should do a best of haul and review kind of video for, and I'll be sure to do more of that in 2018. So this next spread is about my habits that I want to start doing in 2018 and 18 for 2018. So this is kind of a vague way to do goals and New Year's resolutions that I'm trying out. So basically I have 18 goals, I guess. So some of them are specific things that I want to do, and some of them are just random things that I'd like to focus on. So as you'll see later, some of them are just like, think more positive, while others are specific tasks like learn to do this thing, or I don't know. You'll see some examples later. Right now I'm doing a little hanging botanical doodle thing, like vines with leaves, over the habit section. And if the habit list looks like kind of a lot, don't worry, I don't want to jam it all in at the beginning of the year because I know I'll lose steam. Instead, I'm going to be adding in 1 or 2 every month. And now I'm writing in my 18 for 2018. Maybe these can inspire you for your own New Year's resolutions. Some of them are pretty specific to my life. As you'll see later, one of them, I think just one, maybe a couple, I blurred out because they include information about other people in my life that they might want to keep private. I really appreciate those of you who respect my privacy a lot and don't ask me about things like where I live, where I go to school, my grades, my SAT scores, and stuff like that. A lot of people like to treat more well-known people as if they're commodities, but you know, we're all human beings too, and I don't view myself as someone to be admired, rather a peer who is just sharing my artistic inclinations on the internet. Well, that went to kind of a deep place, but back to the bullet journaling. I'm setting up my future log, so I'm doing 6 months on each 2-page spread, and I'm dividing each page into 3 sections and then doing these tiny calendars on each one. This took me so long, you would not believe. I had to write out every single number. My hand was cramping so much after this. Also, I keep pausing in between because I'm checking on an online calendar whether the days line up with the day of the week correctly, because if I mess up one and I keep going, then everything after is messed up and I have to do it again. Luckily, that did not happen this time. And now I'm using my mild liners to highlight in the colors of the rainbow, and now I'm adding in the events that I have each month. I don't have much planned out since 2018 still feels quite a bit away, even though, as of recording, there are only 2 days until 2018. I just don't want to think about it. Also, if you are wondering how I'm able to transition between supplies so quickly, it's because I just cut out the bits where nothing was happening because I was reaching out to grab something. I just cut it out because otherwise this video would be really, really long. And my videos tend to be not that long. One, because I don't want to waste your time, I just want to show you the quality bits. And also, my Wi-Fi is not the fastest, so I don't want to spend like 5 hours uploading one video. Now I'm flipping over to the next spread, and I'm doing July through December. And I really hope this notebook lasts me all the way through 2018, because I do not want to recopy these future log calendars again. Also, I keep saying future log, but if you don't know what that means, be sure to check out the guide to the original bullet journal. I'll link the site in the description so you can find out more. And yes, I'm aware that my December one is slightly lower than the others, but I didn't notice until I already highlighted over it, and I did not want to redo everything because highlighter doesn't work so well over correction tape, so I just let it be. It was really hard for the perfectionist in me, but I will hopefully be able to manage. And now on to the next pages. This one includes a books read on the left side and year in pixels on the right. So for books read, my previous log of books read didn't work out so well. I think it was because it was a table, which was kind of boring, and it also required me to rate the books, and I'm just not good at giving things ratings. I don't have strong, definite opinions on good or bad. I'm always open to being proven wrong or having my opinions changed, and just talking with people to figure out more about things in general. So this one, instead, I did a bookcase looking thing. So each box represents a book, and hopefully each box does look like a book. My drawing skills are a bit rusty, but anyways, once I read a book, I color in the block and then I write the title inside of the block. I said block way too many times, but you know what I mean. It's a rectangular object. That sounds even worse. So anyways, moving on to the year in pixels. So I got this idea off of Pinterest. I don't know where it originated from, but whoever made this up, if you know, please tell me in the comments so I can credit them in the description. So here I'm just drawing a lot of lines. I sped this part up a lot because it is very boring. It's just me drawing a grid. By the way, I finally figured out how to turn off automatic ISO or ISO. I'm still not sure how you're supposed to say that, but I figured out how to turn off that auto brightness adjuster thing on my camera so that there's not that weird flickering, you know, like if you watched my really old, or even not that old, but other Plan With Me videos, there's kind of a flickering when I speed up video because of the way the camera adjusts brightness. But not in this video because I turned off that feature, so I hope you like this very smooth non-flickeriness. Now moving on to the next 2 pages, these are theme ideas, which are themes for my monthly sections for my bullet journal, and then video ideas for this YouTube channel, obviously. I switched over to a Muji gel pen because I write a lot faster when I use gel pens, and for this spread, or these 2 spreads, I don't really need to use the Pigma pen because I'm not going to be drawing or anything, and I just really needed to get this done with because I was just copying over everything from my old journal anyways, and I am using this pen because I got it for sampling, testing, and I just need to use it up because I do not want to waste the ink. If you are reading really quickly or pausing the video to see the video ideas that I'm writing down, I really hope you're excited to watch these videos, and let me know in the comments which of these you want or need to see as soon as possible so I can make those first. And of course, if you have questions, or topics that you want me to address, be sure to let me know in the comments, via DMs, asks, anything really. That way I know what you guys need help with. Hopefully I can answer those questions, because some topics I haven't made videos about, even though I've gotten quite a few requests, because I really don't know much about it and I don't want to give you bad advice. So this next spread is my year overview of my video plan. This is another thing where I had to write out a lot of numbers, although not quite as many as the mini calendars in the future logs, so that was great. These numbers are for the Mondays and Fridays in each month. My video plan probably will not change throughout the year, well, my uploading schedule, like which days of the week I upload. If you are wondering, there's no real rhyme or reason to the uploading schedule that I picked. When I started my channel a year and a half ago, I didn't really think about it, I just picked 2 random days, and it seems to be working out quite well. There's probably some sort of secret algorithm that will tell you the best days and times to upload, but I just kind of picked random times and hope for the best. Honestly, with all of these social media things, I don't know any sort of magic formulas to get your posts to be popular. I just throw my content into the void and hope that it works out. So now I'm doing my spring capsule wardrobe, and this is just a direct transfer from my old bullet journal. Again, I have my 2017 bullet journal flip through if you want to see my spreads from last year. This year, one of my goals is to actually check back and fill out my trackers, because I had a struggle with that last year. I think one of my main issues was that each night I would take a shower and then just fall asleep. I didn't really check my journal, reflect on the day or anything. So now I'm drawing some boxes, and you might be wondering, wow, what are these boxes for? Well, these boxes are meant to look like Polaroids, and this is, again, a direct copy of one of my previous spreads, which is places I want to travel to. You probably noticed a trend that I am very bad at drawing airplanes. I will work on that this year, although I'm not sure exactly how that skill is applicable to anything else besides these 2 spreads that I did. And anyways, I'm making these Polaroids, and on the little caption bottom large rectangle part, I'm writing the name of the place I want to go to, and then in the photo section, I'm drawing a little picture of the place based on images I saw on Google Images. If these are not very accurate representations of the place, let me know. I can't really fix it, but it would be good to know what to expect. These aren't going to be masterpieces or anything, they're just little doodles, but I wanted to make it look nice and also practice drawing, since I used to take art classes and I still really like to draw, but school is so busy that I don't have time for a lot of things that I enjoy, which really sucks. But I'm hoping that bullet journaling can help me practice drawing while also using it for organization, keeping track of my life, maybe something to look back on in a couple of years to see where I was. I have a journal from when I was in 8th grade, and reading it has been wild. It's really fun to see what my thoughts and views and other day-to-day events were like, even though it was just 2 years ago and I'm really not that old, but it still feels pretty cool. So now I'm coloring everything in with my mild liners, and this is probably not the best plan if you want a super realistic looking journal, because mild liners have a pretty limited color range. So for example, Tokyo is not entirely one shade of gray. But nonetheless, I felt this turned out pretty cute with all the pastel colors. I'm really excited to be able to check 2 of these off of my list. In April this year, I'm going to Tokyo, and then in summer break, I'm going to Paris. And I'm not sure if I ever will be able to go to all the other places. Hopefully I will. I have quite a lot of life ahead of me, so I mean, at least I hope I do. Let's not get too death existential. But back to bullet journaling, I guess. Here is my flip through of all of the pages. I really like how these turned out. I think they look really pretty, and I thought a lot about what worked for me in the past, and I kept using the things that worked out well, and I added in some new things to see if that would work out for me. My biggest tip for beginners is to just try everything you see on Instagram, Pinterest, other inspiring sites, and then keep what works and switch out what doesn't until you find your perfect bullet journal. I really hope that my videos and journal can be a source of inspiration to you. I hope you enjoyed this video, and be sure to check out my other Plan With Me videos for more inspiration. I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and pictures on my Tumblr and Instagram pretty much every day. See you next time!